Hey guys, what's going on? It's B-Man the Champ here. Hope you're all staying safe out there. I've got, of course, my driver Brandon with me.
Hi guys.
And we got Troublemaker back this week.
Whoop whoop! I'm alive.
Yeah, he survived COVID. Actually, I don't even know if that's what he had, but
Whatever I had, I survived. Okay.
he's a survivor. He's not going to give up.
Yeah. Unless like I die.
So today, I know you guys probably noticed we're going along Young Street, but we're not going to be going along very long. We're going to be heading in a minute along Steeles and up Jane, because today what we're going to try and do is we're going to see if we can get it'd probably be a separate video, but right now we're riding along to see if Canada's Wonderland, if they're testing Leviathan. Because I remember the Amusement Insiders, if you're not familiar with them, check them out. They're a pretty cool channel. They do like Wonderland vlogs and updates and construction and all that kind of cool stuff. It's not just Wonderland, it's other parks too, but that's like their main thing they do. So I saw they were doing a testing vlog. I saw the vlog for Leviathan, so I'm like, oh, I got to see this myself, because Wonderland may actually open this year still. Who knows? They're talking about maybe July 1st, but I guess we'll see how that plays out. What do you guys think about that? You excited?
I can't wait.
I'll believe it when I see it, man.
True.
That is true, yeah. Because they'll say, a lot of times people will say like, oh, this will be open, yeah, and then they're just like, no, not open, sorry.
I've had a huge, I have huge paranoia believing anything's gonna open because of the amount of times we've been told, oh yes, by this date, this will be open, and like just the progression is 10 times slower.
Yeah, that's true. Learn to take stuff with a grain of salt nowadays.
So
Yes. So, we're gonna have our usual weekly review of Raw and SmackDown. But before we do that, Brandon, let's talk about what happened earlier. We were going to vlog, but we ended up decided not doing it because it was too fucking slow.
We went to the Toronto Zoo drive-through safari.
Scenic Safari,
Scenic,
yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called. Waste of money, hardly any animals out.
Well, there were quite a few. We saw zebras, we saw storks,
Okay.
I saw a red-tailed panda.
I didn't because it was
Yeah.
in the tree.
Saw rhinos.
The traffic was worse than the 401.
And that's saying something.
5K an hour?
Supposedly.
I want to gun it through that joint.
Yeah, there were some patches where it was actually fairly decent,
Yeah.
but the rest of the time it was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I honestly thought like we weren't going to get out in time because I had stuff to do afterwards. Plus we had this ride-along to film.
Yeah.
But it worked out pretty well.
shout out Toronto Zoo. Whoop.
So
Animals and shit.
I'd overall, like at the beginning, it wasn't that great, but we did see a beaver, and guess what, guys? We saw geese. Holy shit! Can you believe it?
Oh, snap.
And a squirrel.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, I'd have to give it probably a 6 out of 10. I mean, it wasn't great, especially for the. I think what was it, like $40-50?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't think it was worth the money, but it was still. And they give you like a little podcast you can listen to. You got to pause it at certain points, and then. But the way the traffic was going, we missed like most of the stuff they were talking about. Because they'd be talking about one thing, and we'd be way back at the beginning of where they started.
The traffic was freaking slower than the 401.
Yeah, you made that joke.
I know, but still, I have to say it again.
Got to pound that point home.
Yeah.
Slower than the DVP.
That too.
Yeah. Well, the 401's usually the worst.
Yes.
401's usually the worst, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, what would you give it out of 10 there, Brandon?
Probably a 4 out of 5. 4.
Or 4 out of 5. Oh,
4,
so 8 out of 10.
Or 5. 4.
Oh, okay. 4
or 5. Yeah.
4 hour 5 out of 10. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can see what Amusement Insiders was talking about because they did they were Ontario Place. They were talking about it too. They said it wasn't worth it, and I can kind of see where they're coming from. But at the same time, I mean, hey, at least it was something to do.
True.
Stabbing someone's also something to do.
Yeah, but that'll land you in jail.
Not if you don't get caught.
Right?
These are random thoughts behind trouble.
The thoughts and opinions of some of the people in this car do not reflect the thoughts and opinions of other people in this car.
Gang, gang. Yo, is the comic book store open? The open sign's on. I'm just confused.
Is it? Well, maybe, but it's not really worth going in there if you ask me. I was there before. It's probably what do you call it? What's that called again? Curbside pickup. Kind of like Dolly's, which I was lucky enough. I was surprised. Like before we came here to pick up Trouble, I was at the Dolly's in my area, Dolly's Toys and Games, and I was surprised. Like I was able to pick up another box of Secret Slayers, which, by the way, if you guys didn't check out, you need to go check out. I pulled fire in that first pack. It was unbelievable. So I'm hoping the luck will continue because I bought another box of Secret Slayers, and I also bought a box of Eternity Code, which wasn't supposed to be out until this weekend, apparently, this Friday. But for some reason, they were selling it ahead of time. So I picked up a box of that, and I'll probably be opening it by the time we do the next ride-along vlog. I'll have opened both boxes on camera. So keep an eye out for those. But enough about all that stuff. Let's talk about what happened on SmackDown and Raw this past week. So, SmackDown, holy shit, eh?
Yeah.
You guys didn't see that, the cold open they had.
The breaking news?
Yeah, that was insane. Freaking, I knew it was only a matter of time before Jeff Hardy would fall off the wagon again.
Yeah.
I'm joking. It was obviously supposed to be a setup, but I just wish they waited a little longer for that reveal, but it was pretty much the end of the night. There's like pretty much said, well, Sheamus probably had something to do with it. But Elias was out, which means my boy AJ Styles got a bye into the finals. So now, and this is what's weird too. Like again, they're saving it for the 2 days before the greatest wrestling match ever, Backlash. And now they're so that makes no sense. Why not just wait until the greatest wrestling match ever, Backlash?
Because you need great wrestling matches leading up to the greatest.
Well, maybe, but still, I think it would have made more sense to wait until the pay-per-view itself. But so what happened was Daniel Bryan, like a big idiot, he actually wanted to put up his spot. So they had a 10-man battle royal. Sheamus won that one, so it was Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus anyway. And Daniel Bryan won that one. So now we took a little detour, but it got us to where we needed to be. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles in the finals of the Intercontinental Championship tournament. What did you guys think of those matches?
They looked okay.
Yeah, for what they were just, to me, it's like a little bump in the road. Like I like the battle royal more than the singles matches a little bit.
Yeah, that was actually pretty decent. That was a good way to determine a new opponent instead of just like, oh no, you get the spot. Yeah.
Who was that guy that like gave people like their
matches?
Yeah.
Adam Pearce.
Yeah, he
was
at
the live event that we went to.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it was the live event that we went to.
But
I've seen it before.
yeah, no, I think he was a former Ring of Honor guy. So.
Yeah, but now he's a producer at WWE.
Yeah. A lot of guys from like TNA and Ring of Honor. You had Chris Park. Yeah.
Daivari, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daivari, yeah, but I was talking about like Sanjay Dutt even. Yeah, that was crazy. So besides that, we had a thing leading to a match in the Battle Royal. We had where Chad Gable eliminated both Cesaro and Nakamura. So Cesaro comes in, and I know they were looking at Nakamura, but how did the ref not see Cesaro right there when he was throwing out Chad Gable or Shorty G? I mean, that was yeah.
My personal opinion about that too is it's not Jay.
No,
I think Shorty G should be a girl's name.
Right?
Yeah. More like Shoddy G.
Okay, yeah, it's not a Toronto thing, B. Just Shorty G, I feel like that's a female rapper name in my opinion. That's how I portray it.
Yes.
Well, maybe. I mean, the thing with that is he's short, which is stupid because you got a lot of guys that are even shorter than Gable. Like even Rey Mysterio, nobody calls him Shorty M or something, or Shorty R or whatever kind of BS. But so what else? So yeah, Shorty G won with a victory roll or whatever. So sunset flip pin thing. And what else happened? Oh yeah, did you guys see the Moment of Bliss segment?
Yes, I saw parts
Yes,
of it.
that was one of the best.
It was funny. Alexa just throwing pure shade at Sasha Banks. That was funny. If you guys didn't see it, she's like, so she had the guest, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The New Day, in the segment as her guests, and then she got interrupted by Bayley and Sasha, and Kofi was trying to go for a hug of Bayley, but she was having none of it, so that was kind of funny. And then Bayley's like trying to trash talk Alexa Bliss, and then Alexa turns around, she's like, "Oh, I see a ring full of champions," and she says to Sasha, "Where's your title?" So yeah, that was pretty funny. Oh, look at that! There's Pioneer Village Station.
Wow.
That's one of the newest stations we got, and part of the expansion. I never actually seen the outside of it, I don't think.
Yeah, really good station.
So yeah, there was that. Am I missing anything? Well, Bayley and Sasha are supposed to be challenging for the women's tag team titles this weekend, or this Friday, I should say. I think that's about it for SmackDown. Is there anything I'm missing, guys?
This Sunday is an NXT pay-per-view.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Sorry,
but I'm talking about SmackDown. Did I miss anything?
I don't know if you touched on it, but I found it really entertaining how you had Bayley and what's her
Sasha
name on commentary.
Oh, Nikki Cross.
Yeah, that was so great.
I didn't watch the match. I watched the segment, but yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
For that very moment, it was hilarious.
Yeah, some of the. I heard Nikki Cross is actually really funny on commentary. She's really quirky and stuff. Okay, yeah, I think you turn here.
Yo, do you mind? I gotta make a phone call. Do you mind pausing it?
Oh, okay. We're gonna pull off and pause because Trouble's gonna make a phone call, but we'll come right back, guys. Okay, we're back. So, bit of a somber note just between the pause there. Apparently, one of Trouble's roommates, I guess you could say for lack of a better term, just passed away, apparently. What happened there? Did he at least go peacefully, or?
Yeah, so he had a toe infection.
Oh, shit.
And ended up in the hospital, sick, while in the hospital, had a heart attack.
Oh, fuck.
And he was in the hospital for more than 2 weeks at least, like 2 weeks plus some days. And he was on life support, and today they took him off the life support, and like they let him die naturally.
Okay.
So it was gonna happen any time in between today and tomorrow. So he just passed at 7 o'clock. Just got the notification of the passing right now.
From who, the hospital or?
Yeah. So the hospital called his power of attorney, called us because he lived with us.
Oh, okay.
And then my aunt called me. Wow. And right now I'm just replying to a message here from his family over WhatsApp because they live in India and in the UK.
Oh,
Shit. Well, rest in peace, Tony.
Rest in peace, Tony. He was a huge wrestling fan, by the way.
Cool. Well, let's move away from that somber note. Let's talk about NXT TakeOver in your house. That's going to be crazy. I hope they bring back the actual house setting.
yeah.
That would be really cool. And maybe Todd Pettengill, too. I wonder if they're actually going to give away a house again. That'd be funny.
I'd want the house.
It'd be in the States, though. You'd have to move and shit.
I can get the house.
Yeah, you're a dual citizen, right? Yeah, there you go. But, so what do we got for NXT? We got
Tony Gargano versus Keith
Lee for the North American Championship, which should be a really good match.
Adam Cole.
Bebe versus Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
For the NXT title.
NXT Tag Team titles.
Are they on the line?
I don't even know.
Who are the champions again? Oh yeah, Imperium. I don't think they're on the line.
Pure. Oh, yeah, because they're in the UK brand.
Yeah.
And they're stuck with it, true.
Yeah. And then Tommaso Champion versus Tommaso Ciampa versus Karrion Kross.
That'll be a good match.
I like Ciampa, but I kind of hope it's a squash match.
Yeah, me too.
And then well, there might be more matches out, but I think that was all of them. I may be missing one now. Oh yeah, the triple threat women's title match. I hope Io wins that one. It's Io Shirai versus Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair.
I see Charlotte.
Oh God, I hope not.
The man, woo!
Yes.
So,
she's hard competition, dude. She's not like wrestling at its finest.
Speaking of Flair, oh my God, there's some geese and babies. Anyways, Ric Flair wants to wrestle one more match.
when will it ever
and he's
end?
how old? 75? 70?
Something like that.
Come on.
When will it ever end?
More geese.
There's never any real retirement in wrestling. I'm telling you, it's just annoying now.
Undertaker.
Yeah, what happened with the documentary? They cut it off like halfway
Have they been
through.
showing it?
No. Last week it was
this
like a
Sunday
Sting.
is like a Ric Flair documentary.
Yeah, last weekend was Sting.
Something's up.
Oh, are you serious? Like they didn't run another installment?
Yeah.
They ran the third installment, but they haven't run any since.
Oh, I thought it was only 3 installments.
No, it was supposed to be 5.
Oh, snap.
I think they're covering all the way up to just recently. The Boneyard match or whatever. Anyway, let's talk about Raw. I don't remember too much about it. It was a good show. Drew McIntyre, of course, beat MVP in the main event. Actually, no, was it a disqualification? No, he beat him. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking of the week before. And then, of course, we got the Street Profits and Vikings freaking bowling. That was just... And when are they going to stop with the freaking... you're in trouble, but you're not. I like you because you're cute kind of thing. When are they going to stop doing that? That's really... The first week was kind of funny. The second week it was mad. Now it's just getting old. Like, seriously, Vince. Like, come up with something different. Plus, he rolled his own partner. Plus, he rolled his own partner down the bowling lane, which is highly illegal. But and then of course you had the whole fake out where like, oh, we're not really that good, but we actually are because stupid. It's getting old now. I just hope next week's the end of it. When I finally have a match or something. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say I for one truly love those segments.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Street Profits, some of the most, it's a perfect matchup. 2 different styles that mesh really well with their energies. I can't wait to see them give a crazy wrestling match now.
I don't know how crazy it's gonna be, but yeah, they tend to tear the house down pretty well during their matches. What else happened? I'm trying to think. We had Shawn Michaels give his thoughts on who's going to win the greatest wrestling match ever at Backlash. Good old HB Shizzle. And of course, he picked Edge. And then apparently next week, Christian's going to come back and probably give his thoughts on it. He's probably going to pick Edge. It'll be interesting to see him at least. Oh yeah, we had a U.S. title match. It was... honestly, it was a decent match until it got fucking interrupted because, of course, it did. It was Apollo Crews defending against Kevin Owens, and then there was an interesting point in that match where Owens kicked Crews, and Crews was acting like he kicked him kind of low. Yeah. But I find that it was interesting, but at the same time, it was weird because okay, so where are they going? Are they going anywhere with this? Because it was either Apollo Crews maybe pulling kind of a dick move to pretend that he got kicked in the dick or whatever to get Kevin Owens disqualified and retain his title, or was Kevin Owens reverting back to his heel roots by kicking Apollo low and hoping to win the U.S. title that way, kick him low and then get him and then pin him and whatnot. But it's all for naught anyway because Angel Garza and Andrade interfered and then they turned it into a tag team match playa, holla holla.
Holla, holla.
And I didn't watch after that. I didn't care. Like the US, I wanted to see the US title match that got thrown out the window, so I was just like, screw it. What else? What else happened? You guys, am I missing anything, guys? I know there's a lot I missed, but I can't remember it all.
Aleister Black.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Seth Rollins, yeah. And then he got interfered by Murphy and Austin Theory. So yeah, let's see if we're passing my Wonderland now, guys. Let's see if we can.
Get in.
No, I can't get in. I wish we could get in. Are they doing any testing? I don't see anything.
Maybe you can go left here. I don't know.
No, you can't.
No.
There's literally
No,
a
left turn.
sign that says
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So Aleister Black had a match with Seth Rollins, and I think that got thrown out, didn't it?
I
Did
don't
Black
see any
win?
testing going on.
Yeah.
We might have to do a Yui. Try to go back.
That's fine, or we can just go down Major Mac.
True, we can do
So it doesn't look like they're testing, guys. So no testing vlog today, unfortunately. So you want to hang out right here.
that. Right?
Yeah. Just do a loop and go back down Young.
Alright.
We're not gonna be filming that long, but we're just gonna go down Major Mac now, back towards Young Street. Yeah, I think Aleister Black won that match, didn't he? And then Murphy and Austin Theory came in. And then Humberto Carrillo chased him off. We had that Rey Mysterio retirement ceremony beforehand too. I forgot about that. That was interesting.
That.
That was interesting, eh?
This is just for his son's name is Dominic, right?
Yeah.
This is all for Dominic's intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard an interesting theory that it might be a swerve. They might have Dominic join Seth Rollins' faction.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah, that would be insane. That'd be crazy.
That would be like a flashback to like Eddie and Ray beefing.
2005, yeah, they were talking about that too. It's like if this doesn't end in a ladder match for custody of Dominic at SummerSlam. And I think it was Cultaholic was talking about that. What else? So the Rey Mysterio retirement ceremony. I like that. I like at the end of the little segment with Rey Mysterio, Dominic just goes an eye for an eye. Like that was cool. It sounded kind of badass.
He quoted it, it's like, Seth, you're a biblical man. Is that what he said, right?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm just like, that's a good sign that maybe they might bring back the OG pay-per-views, like Judgment Day and stuff.
Yeah.
Bad Blood, yeah, maybe. They brought back Backlash again, so who knows? Also, too, you know what's funny about that? The whole Messiah gimmick is I heard Seth's actually an atheist. So damn, he's playing a hell of a good role there. Like he's playing his part really well. If that's actually true.
Almost like a CM Punk.
Straight edge society.
Yeah, well, Punk's actually drug
And he
free.
used
So
to shave head.
Punk's actually drug free though, so that actually makes sense.
Didn't he have a beer once though?
Yeah, did you see that movie? That horror movie on Netflix? He smoked a.
I wanted to see that. I want to see that movie so
And he
bad.
also drank once, I believe.
Well, I think that was just part of the angle, wasn't it?
Oh, you mean the JBL angle? Yeah,
No,
there was
not
one.
JBL. I thought it was the Jericho angle.
Oh, it's a
wasn't
Jericho angle, and I think it was a JBL one too.
Jericho's angles are funny.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Regal drink Pete.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, back in 01, that was hilarious. I think especially after tonight, your favorite letter is the letter P. Yeah, he talks about that in his book too. One of his books. I think he has 3 of them out now, 4.
Yeah.
He's gonna tie Mick Foley one day. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else on Raw to talk about?
I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah, I think you have like a lot of major components covered.
Yeah, I think so. I know. I know it was only like 2 days ago, guys. But I honestly like a lot of stuff I just skipped through anyway. So if I missed something, ain't nobody got 3 hours for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So we're passing by the Vaughn City Hall, guys. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting.
Right here is where I conducted the interview with T-Dot Records.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The library here also caters to the entertainment arts factor. So, like, they have a recording studio, they have a green screen room.
That's cool.
Just for y'all to know, yeah. Yo, if you come across a convenience store,
Absolutely.
Yeah. We'll probably end it there if that ends up being the case.
Is there like a preference?
no, I just
Or
want
7-Eleven or any?
Oh, yo, there's a 7-Eleven.
I don't think there is.
Now I want ice cream. Oh wow, you just jinxed it, Daniel. There's a gas station. Whoa, look at this guy on our right. Holy fuck. Oh, wow, these guys are idiots. Wow. Well, we are in mafia territory. We are in mafia.
All right. Well, it looks like this is a
Is
place
this
we're
okay,
gonna.
Daniel?
Yeah, sure.
Looks like it's the place we're gonna end off our
No.
vlog, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for those unboxing videos coming up soon, and see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Peace.